Westman as Rich McKenna gets his Jackets locked in for Game 2 of the WIAC semifinals against a team they have no love for, the UW River Falls Falcons. And it showed tonight. No love, just out for blood. The feeling mutual between the Jackets and the Falcons, throwing hits left and right, just some good old hockey. UW seeking a sweep while the Falls want the mini game tomorrow, displaying full belief. Skating to the rhythm of a third time's the charm as the Falcons' third shot finally gets past Jack Boschert to get on the board first in the power play. It's 1-0. Jackets go hunting for the equalizer. Trey Sauter hoping third time's the charm for him too, but constantly denied by the pads of Brenna Boynton. Chaos ensues. Who knows where the puck is, but not past that goal line, so we stay locked at 1-0 in the second. Falcons remain relentless in the O-zone here, throwing more shots on net. Dusty Bergstrom playing denial, so we skate on. Still in the second period, Falcons with the man advantage, and there you have it. Top shelf where I find my cheese and crackers. That one thanks to Alex Atwill. Falcons doubled their lead, while UWS's Sam Brennan scored late in the power play. It wouldn't be enough to get her done, so they go to the mini game for 20 more minutes of hockey. For UWS falls 2-1, ending their magical run and their season. And